Hey, Hannibal here. We're going to talk about Instacart right now. Instacart delays their IPO, their initial public offering. And the question is, why? Considering that it was something that was planned to be out in a couple of months, what's going on with Instacart? Now, I would say for the people who check out these channels and check out the rest of the gig channels, Instacart is probably getting the worst beating out of all of them. I think everyone has a hatred for Instacart for many reasons, mostly because of the pay is so bad. It's too low for the amount of work, the amount of effort it takes to complete a batch. It is not worth it for most cases. If you live in a very affluent area where there's generous tippers, Instacart is extremely valuable and you can make a lot of money with Instacart. But unfortunately, for most of us, it is not worth doing. That's why a month ago, there's a strike for many of the Instacart shoppers. They do not use the platform. I think the last poll I put up, most people are not using Instacart. You're not getting a batch at all, or the batches are so painfully bad, it's not worth taking. Instacart yesterday said we're going to delay their IPO. And the question is why? Well, let's put up their reason why they're not doing it. Instacart delays IPO plans to focus on broadening services, including its retail media network. Instacart is delaying its IPO as it plans to accelerate some of its services for grocery retailers, per the information. That includes going beyond delivery, something the provider has centered its brand around. Behind the numbers, Instacart's full year revenues should rise 10% over its robust 2020 pandemic fueled growth, hitting at least $1.65 billion. Instacart would like to be with DoorDash and Uber and other companies, but they decided to delay. The question is why? Now, they use that example where we need more time to focus. Instacart has to deal with much more competition than it did a couple of years ago. They have to deal with DoorDash coming in doing grocery. Uber, for instance, with Corner Shop. They got to deal with Amazon. They got to deal with Walmart. They have tons of competition. Instacart was trying to get brought by DoorDash a couple of weeks back. Why Instacart delayed it? Maybe because they realized the company is not as valuable as they think. They're still looking for a buyer. One of the reasons why IPOs or why companies delay their IPO is usually because of uncertainty. They're not certain about what's going on with their company. They're not certain with what's going on with the country, with the supply chain shortages. That's one of the reasons why being an Instacart shopper is so difficult. When you go into most of these grocery stores, things are not there. And the Instacart shopper takes the hit. Now, Instacart is trying to have a brand where they're using other ways to make money. One thing, for instance, I'll put up right here real quick. They're trying to get some more money from the advertising revenue. A rising ad player. Advertising revenue comes from Instacart Retail Media Network. Also made a significant contributor to the advertising revenue coming from Instacart's Retail Media Network. Also made a significant contribution to its Q3 revenues and will continue to be a major focus moving forward. Instacart debuted a self-servicing advertising platform that enables brands to promote their products in search results, attracting advertisers such as Pepsi, Procter & Gamble, and Unilever. I don't know, I can't read. The company sees the opportunity to generate as much as 10 to 20 billion in annual revenues from advertising. Instacart is trying to establish itself beyond just a grocery delivering platform. They're trying to separate themselves from the competition, and they know that if they delay and try to strengthen their business, maybe when they actually do come out with the IPO, it'll be worth more than it currently is. Right now, there's a lot of uncertainty with the groceries platform. People are ordering groceries online more than ever before, but there's so much competition. Why would anyone use Instacart necessarily over anything else? You can basically do the same thing with other platforms. Why Instacart? And now Instacart is trying to get a bigger market share by allowing more EBT customers and more Snap customers. So what does this mean for Instacart shoppers? Well, I don't think anything necessarily is going to change. They're not going to increase wages. They're not going to respond to delaying the IPO to try to strengthen their company by giving shoppers more money. That's not going to happen. Sorry to tell you guys this, but it's highly unlikely they're going to give shoppers more money. The problem is with all these gig companies that people were making a lot of money a couple of years ago and they don't understand why things are different now. I can tell you a few reasons. First, obviously, we are dealing with inflation situation that's going out of control. Secondly, the biggest reason why payouts were so awesome a couple years ago because investors were subsidizing the wages. They were paying more money to get people on the platform. They were paying more money to get the company moving. That seems like the typical move for all of these companies. That's why a lot of people will say, hey, back in the day in 2017, I was making so much money in DoorDash. It wasn't because the product was worth that much. It's that the billions that they were generating through investments, they were giving that money to the shoppers. They were giving it to the drivers. Now they're trying to become profitable. That's why their wages are going down and they will continue to be low. We are literally working for tips. That's why a lot of people are either trying to go back to W-2s or finding other ways to make money, because these companies are forced now to try to gain profitability. So Instacart is in a really tight position. The competition is heavy, and the big hitters like Amazon and Walmart, they may have the means to either buy Instacart out or just push them out. I think eventually someone's going to probably buy Instacart. I think that's part of the reason why they're not even considering going with the IPO. They're going to try to strengthen the company. They're going to try to get that advertisement thing up and running. They're going to try to find ways to get more of the market share before they go back and try to apply for the IPO. But what do you guys think about my opinion, my little analysis of the situation? Have you guys been using Instacart? What do you think the future of Instacart? What do you think Instacart will be in a year, 2, 3 years down the line? Put it all in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.